Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day. Today we got John Paul Jones from Heritage Hill. It's a nice scent. It's their bay rum, but much better than most of the bay rums I've ever had. This has a lot of lime. You can smell the bay rum with almost like a what's the Captain Morgan style spicy type rum. You can smell the bay leaf with the lime in the background. Actually, it's got that right across the top. You can smell it forward. Really good. And when you lather it up, you get more of that, more of the green vegetable style scent comes across. You can still smell the bay rum with the lime there, but it's more towards the green aspect of it. If you ever smelled or anything, it's like when you peel it open, the inside the rind that you smell, that's kind of what you're smelling here. So pretty nice. All right. Also something new. We got the Edwin Jagger razor here. We got the new one. And the first time I've ever going to use derby blades. So I've never used derby blades before. Never had my hands on them. So it came with derby blades. So we're going to try this Edwin Jagger razor and just see how this one performs. I heard good things about it. Everybody says that you got to have one. So I went out and got one. So that's kind of like my third razor in a year. I went 35 years without a new razor. And then last year I picked up 3. So we'll just see how this works out. Okay, and I got the Barbasol 1919 on the face. Need a little moisture down here. It's all dry. I got about 30 hours worth of growth today. They did the old shower and everything early yesterday morning, so taking a lazy day today. Okay, there we go. Gotta put this on the old face. Hope everybody's day is going good. Wow, you can really smell it now. You can smell that lime and the bay rum. You can really bay leaf part of it is really coming through. Man, it smells pretty good. I can add a little more moisture to this. Just a tad more. Lather that up a little bit. You never know until I put it on my face if it needs to add a little more moisture to it. Sometimes I get it just right, and sometimes I'm just off just by a little bit. That seems to be working good. That smells pretty good. Okay. Alright, what did I do with the razor? Yeah, I did. It's like I didn't remember to put the blades in. Yeah. We'll have to see how these derby blades work out for you. What I should do is, whenever I try a new razor, I should go with a known quantity. In the old equation is always go with some asterisks because I know how those perform. But it does seem to be knocking the. Can hear the blade working. Nice. Doesn't feel like it's a very aggressive feel to this. And you're getting some nice residual slickness coming from the soap. Suddenly I am getting a little bit of pine. I must still have just enough residual. Wait a minute. Let's look look at this here. Maybe I'm getting some pine out of this. Cedar. It's got teak wood and cedar in it. That would explain it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Suddenly I'm getting that scent come across, which I wasn't getting before. Must be something that takes a little while for it to start coming out. Yeah. I did a pretty good job so far. I think I caught myself at the edge of there's a little bit of overhang on this thing. And it sticks out just a little bit with these blades, and I think I just caught the corner. Yeah, I did. I think right there. Poked myself. Felt something, and then now when I put some water on, I get a slight burn. That's the problem you always have with a razor. Yeah, this is a little more hydration in this soap. Now that is, you can smell something I'm catching the cedar out of this. That's pretty dang good. It's a nice combination. Wow. But, let's go across the grain here. Yeah, that smell I'm getting just reminds me of, we had a cedar swamp up in northern Minnesota right off the property. It was great in the fall and winter. You go in there and it's like, it was a great place to go hunt snowshoe hare. Go in there and sneak around, because the interesting thing is that the cedar, you'd have maybe 3 foot of clearance, so you kind of have to squat down or crawl through in a lot of areas. And I would go in with I had a Remington nylon 66 that I got from my grandfather back in the 70s. It was my first rifle as a kid. And I would low crawl through there, and you see this little bump or something in the snow, and it's like, oh, I see the eye. And it's like, come back with about 10 pounds of rabbit meat. But that smell you'd get coming off the moss and the needles, it's kind of what I'm smelling now. Yeah. Poked a hole in myself. Oh, that knocked it down pretty good. Still got some there. But it's not as much as it used to be. It's mostly gone off the neck right here already. Alrighty. But like during deer season, I would also go in there, because you'd find a deer would be all hunker down in there in November. It was like you could have a blizzard going on with raging wind and you wouldn't even know it, because it was just like being inside a house. It was how thick the trees were. And neighbor, they had a saw mill type system they had hooked up to the power takeoff on the back of their tractor. And it would be hooked up and would go in every once in a while and cut down some cedar trees and run them through the mill, cut them into board lengths, and we could make, do some projects and stuff like that with the wood after it dried out. Bring it and put it in the basement. You cut board length out of it, set it in the basement, and you'd get that cedar scent coming out. Man, it was like the whole house smelled great. I say these derby blades don't seem to be as sharp, or is it? Next time I use this razor, it will have to be, I'm going to use some asterisk, so it's kind of a known part of the equation. I know how those operate. These derbies, I don't think are quite as sharp or aggressive. You get but it's doing the job. It's just, it's like everything's gone. It's smooth. Slickness on the soap is excellent. I'm not feeling anything. Seems to be an excellent razor. I chatting in the comments section the other day with Dave Card about what to do about getting started on straight razors. I've been thinking about ordering one off of eBay, not eBay. Well, it could be eBay, but I was looking at a gold dollar straight razor off of Amazon. And he's giving some tips on what to do when it comes to using a straight razor. Seems like the natural progression of things, just to try out. I'm always intrigued with how everybody does that. Gotta be on top of your game, though, that's for sure. He said, don't be in a hurry. And that's a fact. You can have a very mild double edge DE razor like this and still cut yourself, nick yourself, like it did today. But having a totally open blade, that's another thing. It'll be one of those things where I use my left arm more Speaking of arms, like last week, I got that COVID shot in my arm. Boy, from my whole shoulder joint all the way down to my elbow, it was like crap. That hurt. Couldn't even move my arm, that was so bad. Felt like somebody took a sledgehammer to me. 2 days. I think we got it. Well, that seems to be pretty decent. Smooth. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about all of them. Otherwise, it's other than that one little spot. Wow. You can probably guess what this is. You probably already know when you've seen the picture on the front of the video. But Old Spice, cedar, yum. Wow. Cedar. Wow, what am I? I'm smelling almost orange now. Smelling the orange aspect of it. Where'd that pop in out of nowhere? Never had that happen before. I wonder if it's the combination between the two, the soap and Old Spice is bringing out kind of a spicy orange scent. Who knows? I never had that one. Okay. Well, everybody, that was John Paul Jones Heritage Hill Soap. If you've never tried it and you like lime, bergamot, if you like a bay rum, try this. This, like, there it is. I like scraping. I don't like gouging out of my soap, OCD. But this is excellent soap. Nice created lather, nice slickness to it. Scent's pretty good. And you combine it with, when you lather it up, you get a really nice scent with it. And then when it's like, I combined it with the Old Spice, and it's like, woo, hello. Okay, and that was, dripping here, water everywhere. The Edwin Jagger. That's a nice little razor. Works pretty good. Use it with some derby blades. The derby blades seem to be working. They do the job. I would put them on par with the maybe Perma-Sharp or the Wilkinson blades. That's how the category I put them in. Not quite like an Astra, but when the next time I use the Edwin Jagger, this will be with some Astras just to see how that comes out and works for me. But otherwise, good shave. Glad to have everybody here. Following along. Hit that like button. Hit the share. Or, hey, if you've been lurking around, hit the subscribe button. Join the party. So, all right. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe again. And we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.